Hello students, in our last session we have studied about stack in data structure. Today's topic is queue in data structure. What is queue? A queue is called a first in first out data structure. It means FIFO data structure. This means that the data item stored first will be accessed first. For example, which is given here, queue can be a single lane one-way road where the vehicle enters first, exits first. It means if any vehicle comes first, it will exit first. So it follows the principle of first in first out. A queue allows operations at both its ends. One end is always used to insert data, that is enqueue, and other is used to remove data, that is dequeue. It means if any data is inserted into queue, it is called enqueue, and if any data is removed from queue, it is called dequeue. Queue representation. A diagram given below tries to explain queue representation as data structure. Queue follows first in first out data structure. It means if any data is inserted into queue, it will be removed first from the queue. It means first in first out. So same as stack, queue can also be implemented using array, linked list, pointer, and structure. Basic operations. Queue operations may involve initializing or defining the queue, utilizing it, and then completing erasing it from memory. Here we shall try to understand some basic operations associated with queues. First is enqueue. It means it is a function in queue which adds a new element in the queue. It means if any element is inserted into queue, it is called enqueue. Next is dequeue. It is a function which returns and removes an item from the front of a queue. It means if any data element is removed from the queue, it is dequeue. There are few more functions associated with queue that make queue operation efficient. These functions are, first one is pick, means get the element at the front of the queue without removing it. It means this function helps to see the data at the front of the queue. Next is full. It checks if the queue is full. It means if the queue is full, it returns true. And next one is empty. It checks if queue is empty. It means if queue is empty, this function will return true. So first we will learn enqueue operation. As you know, a queue allows operations at both its ends. The first position is known as front and last position is known as rear. So as a queue maintains two data pointers, that is front and rear, its operations are comparatively more difficult to implement than stack. Enqueue operation involves following series of steps. Step 1. Check if queue is full. Step 2. If queue is full, produce overflow error and exit. It means Q is already full. Step 3. If Q is not full, increment rear pointer to point next empty space. It means rear will be incremented, that is rear equal to rear plus 1. Step 4. Add data element to the Q location where rear is pointing. And step 5. Return success. Now let's understand NQ operation with visual diagram. So for example, if you are having Q with 3 data elements, that is A, B and C, and A is at the first position, so front will be point to data element A, and the last data element is C, so rear will point to last data element, that is C. Now if you perform NQ operation, it means we are inserting new data element, that is D. So rear will be incremented to next empty space, that is rear equal to rear plus 1. So now last data element is D and rear is point to data element D. Algorithm for NQ operation. So a simple algorithm for NQ operation can be derived as follows. So the algorithm starts with procedure NQ. If Q is full, then return overflow, and end if means condition is over. If Q is not full, then increment rear to point to next empty space, means rear equal to rear plus 1. Then add data element to Q location where rear is pointing, means Q of rear equal to data, and return true. End procedure. Implementation of NQ operation. So implementation of this algorithm in C is very easy. Consider the below code. As function returns value, the function is integer NQ with one parameter, that is of integer type. If is full means if Q is full, then return false. Else if Q is not full, then increment rear to point to next empty space, that is rear equal to rear plus 1. Next add data element to the Q location where rear is pointing, so Q of rear equal to data, and return 1 means true. Now let's understand DQ operation. Accessing data from Q is a process of two tasks. First is access the data where the front is pointing, and second is remove the data after access. So the following steps are taken to perform DQ operation. Step 1. Check if Q is empty. Step 2. If Q is empty, produce underflow error and exit. Means if it is already empty, we cannot access anything. Step 3. If Q is not empty, access data where front is pointing. Means we have to access the data from the first position. Step 4. Increment front pointer to point to next available data element, means front equal to front plus 1. Step 5. Return success. Now let's understand DQ operation with visual diagram. For example, if you are having Q with 4 data elements, that is A, B, C and D. The first data element is A, so front is pointing to data element A, and the last data element is D, so rear is pointing to data element D. Now if you perform DQ operation, then access the data element where front is pointing, that is data element A. Now increment the front pointer to point to next available data element, that is front equal to front plus 1. So now front will be point to next data element, that is B, and remove the data element at the first position. Algorithm for DQ operation. So a simple algorithm for DQ operation is as follows. So the algorithm starts with procedure DQ. First we will check if Q is empty, then return underflow, and if means condition is over. If Q is not empty, then access the data where front is pointing, means data equal to Q of front. Then increment front pointer to point next available data element, means front equal to front plus 1, and return true. End procedure. Implementation of DQ operation. So the implementation of this algorithm in C is very easy. Consider the below code. As function returns value, so the function is integer DQ. The condition is if is empty, then return 0, means false. If Q is not empty, then take one variable of integer data type. In that, access the data where front is pointing. So data equal to Q of front. Next, increment front pointer to point to next available data element, that is front equal to front plus 1, and return the data. Thank you.